The sky burned red that day, and the earth itself screamed. Hiro Tanaka would never forget the morning that changed his life forever. It began like any other, with the smell of breakfast wafting through their modest Nagasaki home. His mother hummed softly in the kitchen, and his father sat near the window, reading the daily news. Hiro, just 12, was tying a paper crane, an innocent act he would later see as cruel irony. Then came the light. It wasn't sunlight. It was too sudden, too blinding, too terrifying. It turned the peaceful morning into a nightmare in an instant. The house rattled violently, and Hiro was thrown across the room. Before he could scream, a deafening roar swallowed the world. When he opened his eyes, there was no house, no garden, no home. Ash rained from the sky like snow, blanketing the ruins of his neighborhood. The streets were filled with bodies, some still, others writhing in agony. Fires licked at the edges of shattered buildings, and the once lush trees stood as blackened skeletons. Hiro stumbled through the chaos, his ears ringing, his skin burning. He found his parents amidst the rubble, and his heart shattered. His father lay crushed under debris, lifeless. His mother, bloodied and weak, managed to whisper only one word: live. She closed her eyes, leaving Hiro alone in a world that had crumbled in less than a second. For weeks, Hiro wandered the ruins of Nagasaki, searching for food, water, and shelter. The stench of death clung to the air, and his dreams were filled with the screams of those he couldn't save. He slept under broken bridges and scavenged for scraps of food. His small body grew weaker as radiation sickness began to take hold. Sores appeared on his skin. His hair fell out in clumps, and every step felt like dragging a mountain. But Hiro refused to give up. He remembered his mother's final word: live. Years passed, but life offered no mercy. At 16, Hiro became a laborer, working tirelessly to rebuild the very city that had destroyed him. His scarred body and gaunt face marked him as a hibakusha, a survivor of the atomic bomb. Instead of admiration, he faced ostracization. People avoided him, whispering about curses and illnesses. Jobs were scarce and opportunities even scarcer. Hiro dreamed of becoming a teacher, but those dreams dissolved under the weight of survival. By 30, Hiro was a shell of himself. He had no family, no friends, and no hope. The radiation that had seeped into his body years ago now claimed it piece by piece, leaving him in constant pain. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and red, Hiro sat by the river that ran through Nagasaki. In his hands was a battered notebook, filled with shaky handwriting. He wrote his final letter. To whoever reads this, I am Hiro Tanaka, a boy who saw the sky burn and the earth die. I survived that day, but I could not survive the life it left behind. My story is not one of hope, but of warning. Remember us, the ones who perished and the ones who suffered in silence. Remember Nagasaki, not as a place of despair, but as a lesson for humanity. Never again. When Hiro's body was found days later, the notebook became his voice. It traveled across the world, published and translated into countless languages. His words touched hearts and opened eyes to the horrors of war. Though Hiro Tanaka died in solitude, his story lived on, a chilling reminder of the cost of destruction and the fragile resilience of the human spirit.